Hey guys, how you doing? Alright, my name is Eric Goro. I am with Wikia.com and welcome to the 2012 WonderCon presentation for Battleship. Before we get started, just another reminder. I know that the folks at Comic-Con gave you this reminder already, but we are going to be showing a lot. And I mean a lot of footage today. So this was cut just for you guys, exclusive to you, so please no recording of any of the footage. Let's get to it. We've got a lot to do, so I'm going to bring out the folks onto stage. Please join me in welcoming the director and 2 stars of Battleship, Mr. Peter Berg, Brooklyn Decker, and Alexander Skarsgård. Check. Sound check. Sibilance. All right.
Yes.
So, let's dig right in, because this 30 minutes is going to go fast, and I know you have a lot of stuff to show us. So, Peter, I wanted to throw my first question out to you really quick. I've been really lucky enough that I have been following this film since, I think, almost the inception. I went down to a destroyer with you in San Diego. You toured us around before you even started shooting. So I'm really, really psyched. So I have seen your love of the Navy and fascination with the Navy. So I have a 2-part question. What's that connection about? And why do this film under the Battleship brand?
Right. So I grew up. My dad was a Marine and was a huge Navy war historian. And as a kid, my dad would take me to every Navy museum in America and make me sit, and we would be getting lectures from the people that worked at the museum, and my dad used to interrupt them all the time and explain to them what they were doing wrong. And my sister and I had to just sort of, take that, and the thing is, my dad was right about almost all of it. And so I grew up studying the Navy and loving the Navy, and for a long time I wanted to do a movie about the Navy. And the one that I wanted to do was a movie about the Essex, which was a whaling ship that was sunk off of, it came out of Nantucket and was sunk, and that was the ship that Herman Melville wrote Moby Dick about. It was this real cool story about these brave men that would go out and fight whales. But the problem is that the boat got sunk, and all the men had to eat each other to survive. Cannibalism. And that wasn't very popular with the studios.
You guys wanted to star in that movie?
I read that. What's the name of that book? I read the book.
In the Heart of the Sea. It's an awesome book.
Yeah.
But they all eat each other in the end of the story.
It's a little romantic comedy, yeah.
So that was a non-starter. And then I thought about Battleship, and frankly it was like it didn't initially lend itself to the most logical interpretation for a film, and I've certainly heard certain inherent skepticism about how we could possibly be so insane as to try and do it. Well, we have actually done it, and we are that insane. And I think that what I love so much about the game of Battleship was, as simple as it is, me calling out D1, you say miss, you say D5, I say miss. Well, when I say hit, something kind of interesting happens, and that is that I try and kill you as brutally and quickly and mercilessly as possible. There's no mercy, and you try and kill me, and that's actually really good DNA for a movie. So we were able to take that DNA and my love of the Navy, and you're going to see some of what we've created.
Great. Now, you've got great people in Battleship. You've worked with Taylor before on Friday Night Lights TV show. Rihanna's, this is her first feature film debut. Real life Army vet, right? Colonel Greg Gatson, I believe. Brooklyn, Alexander, Liam Neeson. How'd you land this cast?
First and foremost, for anyone that's ever seen my work, Friday Night Lights, half of that show was improvised. That's all on the actors, and for me, it's about finding smart actors. And I'll be honest, I wanted, the one thing that we know is universal is looks, and maybe these two are kind of good looking. I don't know, maybe. But what I find so awesome about both of them and Taylor Kitsch is that they're actually really smart complicated actors. And, you know, Brooklyn in particular, you know, coming from the deficit of this physical situation, and having to prove herself as someone that's really capable. And we put her through the paces, and she came in and auditioned and improvised and cried and screamed and yelled. And
5 times.
5 times, and earned it. And so, you know, I'm just lucky to have great-looking, really talented actors.
Well, you know, one of the things that we admire about your films is, you know, your characterization, your use of characters. We've seen it in The Kingdom, we've seen it in Friday Night Lights. So I think you brought a clip that kind of helps to demonstrate some of that. You want to set it up for us?
Okay, so Taylor Kitsch is not here, plays Alex's brother, who when we first meet him, and you know, I think the tone of Battleship, it was very important for all of us to kind of understand what we were making. And first and foremost, we want this movie to be fun. We want it to kick ass, we want it to be intense, we want it to be emotional at times, but at its core, it's meant to be a big, fun, rousing piece of summer popcorn madness, you know? And a slight sense of humor was important to us. In the first scene, you're going to meet our hero, a man who's going to end up being involved in saving the world, Taylor Kitsch, on his birthday with his brother, who's played by Alex. And Taylor's not doing so well at this particular point in life. And he meets in the scene a young lady played by Brooklyn, and becomes quite enamored with her.
All right, let's roll the clip, huh?